A simple garage repair turned into something unexpected. When a kind electrician met a charming homeowner, one compliment changed everything. You won't believe how this story ends. Before we begin, tell me, where are you watching from? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get started. Marcus Reed, a 32-year-old electrician from Atlanta, was known for his quiet professionalism and calm nature. One late afternoon, he received a call from Claire Donovan, a 28-year-old marketing executive who had recently moved into a suburban neighborhood. Her garage light had been flickering for days, and she finally decided to call someone reliable to fix it. When Marcus pulled up in his work van, the sun was dipping low, casting a soft glow over the White House. Claire greeted him politely, a little flustered from finishing a work call. He smiled warmly and introduced himself before unpacking his tools with practiced precision. The scent of his cologne, clean, woody, and subtle, lingered in the air as he stepped into the garage. Claire leaned against the doorway, watching him work quietly, his focus steady and his movements efficient. Something about his presence felt unusually comforting, a kind of unspoken calm that made her forget the stress of her day. Marcus climbed the ladder to inspect the wiring, explaining every step in a low, confident tone. She nodded, barely listening, distracted by the steady rhythm of his voice. Neither of them realized that a simple repair job was about to turn into something far more personal. As Marcus tightened the last screw, Claire walked over with a bottle of cold water. When he turned to thank her, a gentle wave of his cologne filled the air, warm and clean, carrying a hint of cedar. She smiled nervously and said without thinking, "You smell so good. It's distracting." For a moment Marcus froze, surprised by her honesty. Then he chuckled softly and replied, "Guess I'll have to be careful not to cause any more distractions." The tension broke instantly, and both of them laughed, easing into an unexpected comfort. Claire blushed, realizing how bold she had sounded, but Marcus's calm response put her at ease. They started chatting about Atlanta's unpredictable weather, her new neighborhood, and his years working as an electrician. He spoke with quiet confidence, and she found herself admiring the way he carried himself. Marcus noticed how genuine her laughter was, how her eyes brightened when she smiled. By the time he replaced the last bulb and the garage lit up evenly, the awkwardness had completely faded. The light was fixed, but something else was quietly flickering between them, a soft, unspoken connection neither of them could fully ignore. The new light glowed warmly across the garage as Marcus packed up his tools. Claire hesitated for a moment, then asked if he wanted a cup of coffee before heading out. He paused, smiled, and accepted. Inside, her home was stylish but cozy, filled with soft colors and framed travel photos. They sat across from each other at the kitchen counter, the conversation starting casually but soon flowing like they'd known each other for years. Claire told him about her recent move from Chicago and how she was still adjusting to life in the South. Marcus shared stories of his upbringing in Atlanta, learning his trade from his uncle and how he took pride in honest work. Claire found his humility rare and refreshing, a quality she didn't often encounter. Marcus, in turn, was drawn to her warmth and the way she genuinely listened. When his phone buzzed with another service call, he stood reluctantly. "You've got a beautiful home," he said with a smile. "And now, perfect lighting," Claire laughed softly and replied, "Thanks to you, and that cologne." They both smiled, their eyes meeting briefly, a silent acknowledgement that something more than good lighting had been fixed that day. 2 weeks later, Claire's living room lights began flickering late one evening. Without hesitation, she looked up Marcus's number and called him directly. His familiar voice on the phone made her smile. The next afternoon he arrived, his usual calm presence filling the room. "Didn't expect to see me again so soon," he said lightly. Claire grinned. "Well, I couldn't trust anyone else to fix it, or to smell this good." Marcus laughed, shaking his head as he set up his tools. The atmosphere between them felt easier this time, almost familiar. As he worked, she brought 2 cups of coffee, and they talked again, about life, work, and the strange comfort of meeting people by chance. When he finished repairing the circuit, the lights shone steadily again. Before leaving, Marcus handed her his business card. "In case the lights give you more trouble, or if you just need advice," he said, smiling softly. Claire took it, her fingers brushing his for a brief second. "I'll definitely keep that in mind," she replied. Later that night, as she sat in the warm glow of her newly fixed lights, she found herself smiling, realizing that some connections aren't accidental. They're meant to shine,